everyone, and welcome to my January most anticipated releases video. It's officially New Year, so Happy New Year everybody, and this year I am kicking it off with my most anticipated releases for January, so let's talk about them. First of all though, I am going to quickly move over this camera so I've got this little bit of blank space here so I can put all of the covers. Also, this is not going to include any comics either, simply because I look those up on the weekly instead of the monthly, because comics are more likely to change around and stuff, and also I already have a blog post coming up every single week dedicated to what Marvel are releasing, so instead this video is just going to be about novels. So on the 16th of January we have two books. The first one is So Let Them Burn by Kamala Cole. This is a Jamaican inspired fantasy where we are following Farron, who used her divine magic 5 years ago to defeat her island's colonizers, who are dragon riders, and 5 years later she is still the chosen one, but she's not really sure what to do with herself because she's a chosen one without a fight, and she is forced to attend a peace summit and then finds that her sister is now bonded to an enemy dragon, and now the gods are saying that she has to kill her sister to break that bond. And this sounds absolutely incredible. I know that it's also sapphic, and I also know it's got some great PTSD rep in here as well if I go by the Goodreads reviews, and that just sounds absolutely epic to say the least. I love this idea of what happens to a chosen one after the war has finished and everything, and what happens to chosen ones after that. I'm also here for more sapphic representation, all of this kind of thing. I'm really here for this. I cannot wait to read this one. It sounds absolutely epic. The second one is A Place for Vanishing by Anne Freystadt, and this one is a contemporary gothic horror. This one is following Libby and her family when they move to a new house for a fresh start after her bipolar 3 diagnosis, but the house has strange vibes. There's bugs crawling about all over the place. The stained glass windows seem to have like insect-like designs on them, and then there's also been a ton of disappearances tied to this house, and the previous owners used to hold seances in the basement. And I've discovered after last year that I can quite like a gothic horror, because I read a book that I'm not going to mention because it's part of St. Martin's Press, and obviously that is currently being boycotted right now, but I did really enjoy that gothic horror book, and now I want to try out more, and this one sounds really interesting to me. To be fair, I do not like bugs all that much, but at the same time I really like the idea of like haunted houses and this kind of thing. I've heard it's really creepy, and I am just here for that, to say the least. And then Tell a Lie, there is another book coming out on the 16th, and it is A Drop of Venom by Sajni Patel, and this one is a feminist retelling of Medusa, but this time it has been woven in with Indian mythology, which just sounds epic, to say the least. But then the bit that really got me about this was the synopsis, because right at the end of the synopsis it says that it demands the answer to the question, what does it truly mean to be a monster? And to say the least, that just ticks so many boxes, because I love a monster point of view. I love looking at like what it truly means to be a monster and all of this kind of thing, so I'm just here for that. I'm also here for feminist retellings of classic myths, and also then taking these classic myths and twisting them with other mythologies as well. All of that just sounds absolutely epic, and now this is so high on my anticipated releases, I cannot wait to read it. Then coming out on the 18th is A Principle of Moments by Esme Jacemi Pearson. I apologise right now if I've mispronounced that. But anyway, this one has been described as what happens when you combine the Wayfarer series by Becky Chambers, A Dark Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and then also N.K. Jemison's work into one book. And that just dinged many bells, because I love all of those series a hell of a lot, and I'm just going to read you the short snippet that was at the top of the synopsis, because this sounds incredible. It says, a century-spanning space fantasy novel that will take you on a whirlwind adventure from a Regency-era love affair between a time traveller and the prince waiting for him in the past, to a rescue mission in the 60th century where a girl desperately races against time as she searches for the sister the Emperor stole. What part of that doesn't sound amazing? That just sounds incredible. I'm not usually here for love stories, but I'm definitely trying to give them more of a go this year. And I mean, it's time travel, it's rescue missions, all of this kind of thing. It's been described as all those 3 series mixed into one, and I am just here for this. It sounds incredible. I am definitely keeping an eye out for this one. Then there's only one book on the 23rd, and that is Into the Sunken City by Dinesh Tharu, and this one is a retelling of Treasure Island, and we are following Jin, who lost her father in a diving accident and is now struggling to make ends meet, looking after her family, but then is offered the score of a lifetime if she dives down into a sunken Las Vegas where there is a massive stash of gold, and it's described as having pirates involved. I'm here for heists, I'm here for futuristic settings, I am also absolutely here for pirates right now. I am in such a piratey mood. This sounds incredible. I love this idea of like exploring like those fears and things, and like facing against your fears and things like this, and also just, I love a heist book. I love a heist, so this sounds incredible, and also pirates. You can't beat pirates. You cannot beat pirates in my mind. So this is so exciting. I'm definitely going to be checking this one out. And then finally on the 30th there is Catherine Harbour's The Dark Fable. And this one we are following Evie, who is an orphan who gets caught up in a heist by The Dark Fable, and then gets their attention because of her ability to turn invisible. And when she joins them, she starts discovering more about these people. And the more she discovers more about their past, the more she discovers that they may have something to do with her own dark past as well. And again, this is a heist book and all of this kind of thing. It sounds like it's going to have a lot of like twists and turns and things, and I am here for it. I am in such a like a heisty mood at the moment as well, so I just want all of the heist books, and this one sounds really, really intriguing. And I think that's everything I have. Obviously I could have missed something, but those are the ones I'm currently looking at and really, really anticipating. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me if I've missed anything. I'd love to know if there's anything else I should have on my radar, or if you don't have that much time, leave me a firework emoji down below to let me know that you were here. I'll also leave a link as well down below to all of my social media if you want to check it out, including to the Comic Book Sanctum, which is my website dedicated to Marvel Comics, which has a weekly blog post going up all about everything that Marvel is releasing that week if you want to check that out, as well as a link as well down below to my digital reading journal template if you want to check that out and get a copy of your own for free. Or if you just want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. But until next time everyone, bye!